Good day, everyone. So today is the 9th of July, and today is Wednesday. And so far, it's going to be our pre-market analysis. Honestly, I don't have a clear drawn liquidity for today. S&P 500, but at the same time, we have bearish S&Ps like contradicting each other. So these are the charts on the higher time frame. You can see here we have a bullish S&P to these highs, but the flow keep played out already, but we have currently a bearish S&P on its previous day highs. You can see right now. So, not really sure what the gauge, what where the draw liquidity would be and how it would gauge my draw on liquidity. So I would just be waiting on what the price shows me to sense me if it's gonna remain unsure or uncertain with the draw liquidity for the day. Obviously, higher time frames hold higher power, but I'm still gonna wait on what the price presents. Because if this bearish S&P still holds till market open and possibly even to the 950 10 macro, then I will be looking definitely for shorts. But if this S&P, bearish S&P on the previous highs gets broken, I'm definitely looking to aim for all of these highs on S&P 500. So for shorts, I'm gonna take it on Nasdaq. For longs, I'm gonna take an S&P 500. Literally out of open, 70 plus points, like 80 points out of open. Currently, guys, we have this bearish S&P. I'm in. Hi guys, so this is gonna be how my setup will be looking like. So why did it take this trade, even though we are in a really bullish order flow? First of all, we are holding this higher time frame S&P, which is this freaking highs, nearly all-time highs on Nasdaq. We had that higher time frame external S&P, then we have this internal S&P, because if you can see, this 952 wick wasn't swept, while here it got hella swept. So I'm expecting this high to hold. So I'm just slightly above it. So yeah, just slightly above it. If I lose this trade, this is my setup. This is an A plus setup. It's just the conditions aren't really there. I'm expecting the CISD to hold. Also with the CISD that we had here, we inverse the fair value gap and simultaneously showing us displacement, creating this fair value gap over here, and it got respected, and that is where after the S&P came out of. Just the model really presented itself, and I just want to obey. The conditions wasn't the best, but the confluences are there. Hi guys, just a little update on this trade. We currently created a PPR on this. S&P is still holding, you can see over here. If we have the CASD, I will be de-risking and putting my stops at this high. So we did get the CASD, so I'm going to be de-risking here. I really want this BPR to hold, but if it doesn't, then oh well, we're going to get stopped out. That's really what it is. Just detach yourself from the outcome, guys. Like persistent play. If you lose it, why would you regret it? Because that's a type of trade that you'll be taking literally every single time. If that's a type of trade you're gonna be taking every single time, then why be sad when you take a loss? That's an equal setup for you. That's what your model presents, and that's what it shows you. Hence, follow your system, follow your rules, guys. Alright guys, just a little update. I actually checked the higher time frame that this S&P is actually a higher time frame external S&P, but we're still gonna wait for this candle to close. If this closes in the next 6 minutes and holding that, I'm pretty positive that this lower resistance liquidities can be taken out, but won't be greedy here. Like we actually have this here SD over here. Price looks pretty choppy, but it's trust the model. Hi guys, just a little update. I'm staying in this job for like so long right now, so if ever 5 and we're still in the trade, whether in drawdown or in profit, I'll be taking my trade out because I don't want to be staying in top. accepting, like putting in my mental trash bin that I've already lost this money. It's something you need to take note whenever you take a trade. The risk that you put in line, you should have already accepted that before or prior taking the trade. You already know it's already gone. You're not looking at the reward you're gonna get. You're gonna think about the risk and just execute. Just execute your edge flawlessly. Trade what you see and what's presented in front of you. That's what you want to see. Hi guys, we currently have a bearish S&P out of this high, if you can see, and it's almost 10:15 right now. This means that this 15-minute candle will close in 30 seconds, which will provide us a higher time frame external S&P. Hi guys, it's literally 10:15, and we are holding a higher time frame S&P that I was talking about earlier, successfully closed compared to the Nasdaq or NAS100. Um, we took the high. NAS100, S&P 500. So whatever happens here, you just have to tell from the outcomes and just let your model and your edge be seen flawlessly. Little update, guys. We currently have a CST out of this highs. You can see close below that on my phone. Hi guys, just a little update. It's currently 10:25, and I put my stop to break even because I've been shopping for too long. So I'm just gonna let this trade be updating you whether it gets stopped out or take profit in any of this ones. But right now I'm just detaching myself from it. Not really expecting. Mostly this I'm just gonna have a PE day here. I don't really mind having a PE day rather than just taking profit on this thing that doesn't really matter. Okay. So yeah, that's all for today. Peace out, guys. Thank you for watching. Hi guys, just an update. Um, actually freaking went down. As soon as I went on break even, it started going down, but I accidentally took my whole position out here, right there, and I was willing to hold it. 80% of my contracts taken out of this sales and liquidity, but accidentally I took my full position out of that EPT. I got for different executions. Um, quite wary, but I took my entry on that red right there, and I'm gonna put all my contracts out of this one right here. Yeah, quite unfortunate. I was willing to hold it at least for the shelter liquidity because that was my take profit. But yeah, currently up 2% on the day. Overall, it was pretty choppy, but I was able to maximize it by being patient and just de-risking whenever we have internal SMTs as well as CSDs. So that's all for today, guys. Stay sharp and stay disciplined. Peace.